Sriramchandra Kripalu Bhajuman, Bava Bhayadarunam. Nav Kanj Lochan, Kanj Mukh, Kar Kanj, Pat Kanjarunam Kandarp Countless Amit Chabi, Navnil Narad Sundaram. Patpit Manhu Tadit Ruchi Shuchi. Nomi Janak, Sutavaram. Bhaju Deembandhu Dinesh, Demon Dynasty Nikandanam. Raghunand Anand Kaun, Kaushal Chandra Dashrath, Nandanam. Head Crown Kundal Tilak Charu Udar Ang Vibhushanam. Sangram Jeet Kharadushanam. Ajanubod Shah Chapdhar, Iti Vadati Tulsidas, Shankar Shesh Muni Man Ranjanam. Mam Ride Kanj Nivas Guru, Kamadi Khal Dal Ganjanam. Manu Jahi Rachev Milhi So Baru Sahaj Sundar Savaro. Karuna Nidhan Sujan Silu Sanehu Janat Ravro Ihi Bhanti Gauri Asis Sunisi Saath Hai Harshi Ali Tulsi Bhavanihim Puji Puni Mudit Man Mandir Chali Shri Om Tulsidase Nama, Om Valmikya Nama, Om Srispatnikya Laxman Nama, Om Srispatnikya Shatrughane Nama, Om Shri Sapatnakaya Bharataya Nama, Hanumat Nama. Shri Goswami Tulsidas ji first worships Shri Ganesh ji and Saraswati ji for the beginning of the book and says that, who are the doers of all characters, meaning groups, and all kinds of auspiciousness, I bow down to those Shri Ganesh ji and Shri Saraswati ji. Then I worship those Bhavani, Parvati, and Shri Shankarji, Mahadevji, who are the embodiment of faith, real image of faith, and without whose grace even perfect men cannot see God in their heart. Now I worship my Shri Gurudevji, that Shri Guru Narayan, who is knowledgeable, eternal, ajar, immortal, imperishable, Shankar, and with whose support even the crooked moon is worshipable in all places. Here Shri Goswami ji gives the example of a curved moon because, like the moon of Douche, although it is crooked, yet if it is held on the head of Lord Shiva, it also becomes worshipable along with Lord Shiva. In the same way, although this creation of mine may be crooked, but Gurudev will be honored to get the shelter of Bhir. I worship those Adhikavi Maharishi Valmiki and Kapishwar Shri Hanumanji, who always roam in the holy forest of the village like qualities of Shri Sitaji and Shri Ramchandraji. Their food is pure and scientific. Then I bow down at the lotus feet of Vallabha, beloved, Shri Sita, the mother of the world, Sriramchandraji, who is the origin, condition, destroyer of the world and the remover of all troubles. All types are beneficial. And then I bow down to that God Shri Ramchandraji, who is named Shri Ram, by whose illusion the entire world including the cosmic deities are also being subdued and by whose power the world also appears to be true. This is happening in order to cross the worldly ocean whose lotus feet are the form of a boat and which is beyond all causes and is the destroyer of sorrow. Taking the essence of Shri Valmiki's Ramayana, which is agreed with many Puranas, Vedas and Shastras, and in some places similarly taking the essence from other texts and experiences, I, Tulsidas, composed this very beautiful book in the form of story of Shri Ramchandraji for the happiness of my soul. Recitation, chanting, penance, remembrance, leads to accomplishment, success, and who is the leader of all the clans of Shri Mahadevji in the abode of wisdom and auspicious qualities, and whose face is as elevated as an elephant, may Shri Ganeshji bless me. Do, Mukh hoy bachal pangu chadai giri barghan. Jasu kripa so dayal dravu sakal kali maldahan. By whose grace even a dumb man becomes a speaker and a crippled man climbs the top of a high inaccessible mountain. May that merciful God who destroys the sins of Kalikal bless me. Neel Saruru Syam Tarun Arun Barij Nayan. Kyaru so mam adham sada chisagar shayon. Who is as dark as the blue lotus, whose eyes are as red as the newly blossomed lotus, and who always resides in the ocean of milk, may Lord Hari make his abode in my heart. Kund Indu Sam De Uma Raman Karuna Ayan. Please shower your blessings on Jahideen, Madan Mayan, whose body is as bright as the moon, and the flower named Kund, who has more compassion for the poor and who is the abode of compassion and kindness. May Parvati Raman, Mahadevji, bless me. Mahamo Tampunj Jasu Bachan Rabi Karnikar. Now I worship the lotus feet of Gurudev, who is the ocean of grace, the real God in human form, and whose words are the many rays of the sun to destroy the great enveloped darkness. Bandau Guru Pad Padam Paraga. Suruchi Subas Saras Anuraga Amiya Murime Churancharu. Saman Sakal Bava Ruch Parivaru. Then I bow down to the dust of Gurudev's lotus feet, the dust of which is the nectar of immortal origin, Sanjeevani Bhuti, and which is the remover of sorrows, including the movement of the world. Sukriti Sambhutan Bimal Vibhuti. Manjul Mangal Maud Prasuti Jana Manju Mukur Malharni. The virtuous dust that Sri Mahadev Ji had also applied on his body, that dust is going to defeat the mind, give auspiciousness and joy. The one who removes the scum of the man like glass, by applying tilak on which all the group of virtues automatically comes under your control. Shrijur Pad Nakh Mani Ganjoti. Sumirat divine vision is here. You are infatuated with Sosprakasu. Big part Avai Jasu. There is that light like the gems in the nails of Gurudev's Charanarvinds, that on meditating on which one gets divine vision, wonderful light, in the heart. With that light, delusion and darkness are destroyed, but that light enters the heart with great fortune. Ugharahin Bimal Bilochan only. Mistakes and sorrows may be Rajni's understanding, Ramcharit Manik. The secret is revealed where the minors are. As soon as the light comes, the pure eyes of the heart open and the sorrows and faults of the worldly night are destroyed. Then the secret and manifest pastimes of Sri Ramji in the form of gems, which keep on happening, get revealed, that is, they become visible. Doha Jata Swanjan Ng Drug Sarak Siddha Sujan. Seeing praise, the cell became the ground brown body. Just as a wise seeker, by putting Siddhanjan in the eyes to prove his sadhana, sees many accolades from the earth and the world, in the same way, the one who does spiritual practice by applying the dust of Gurudev's feet to the eyes of the heart, is filled with various kinds of accolades. Achievements are achieved. Guru Pad Raj Mridu Manjul Anjan. Nayan Amir Drig Dosh Bibhanjan. That's why Bimal Bibek Bilochan. Barnu Ramcharit Bhava Mochan. The lotus feet of Sri Gurudev's lotus feet are like clean Nenamrit Anjan, and it cures vision defects. Therefore, with that I describe the holy fame of Sri Ramchandraji, who cleansed my eyes of knowledge and freed me from traffic. Let's stop grazing first, Mahesh. Lose all illusions. Sujan Samaj Gross Gun Kahani. I salute you with love first of all. I worship the feet of the Brahmins, who are the deities of the earth, who are the ones who solve all the doubts born of delusion. At the same time, I bow with love to that society of good men, which is the mine of all virtues. Sadhu Charit Subha Charit Kapasu. Dull, sad, gun may fruit spy who can bear the pain and holes. Bandhaniya Jahi Jag Jas Pawa. Although the Sadhu Charita, characters of good men, are as dull as cotton, but its fruit is very virtuous, because saints hide other people's faults even after suffering. That's why they are worshipable for us and get fame in the world. Mud Auspicious Saint Society. The world that is movable, pilgrimage, devotion to Ram, where there is a stream. Sarsai Brahma Bichara Prachara. The company of those saints is blissful and auspicious, who while moving in the world are as pure as the pilgrimage Prayag, because the stream of Ganga in the form of Ram Bhakti flows in their midst all the time, and their same propagation of Brahmavicha is the flow of Saraswati Ji. Vidhi prohibit of Kalimal Harni. Karam Katha Rabinandani Barani Hari Har Katha Birajati Beni. Sunat Sakal Mad Mangal Deni, the story of Vidhi, to be accepted, and Nidhi, to be abandoned. In it is the confluence of Triveni along with Yamuna, which destroys the sins of Kali Yuga. Where the story of Lord Vishnu and Sri Mahadevji gives joy and auspiciousness just by listening. Batu Bishwas Achal Nij Dharma. Tirthraj Samaj Sukarma Sabhi Sulabh Sab Din Sab Disa. Service regard Saman Kalesa, where staying firm on your religion is the Akshay Vat in the form of faith, and the pilgrimage is a society of good deeds only. It pacifies the sufferings by consuming it with respect in all the days and in all the countries. Unspeakable glorified supernatural sage, the pilgrimage king in the form of society, is always the one who directly gives effective fruit. Those people who listen to it and immerse themselves in it with a happy heart, they will get all the four fruits of religion, meaning, work and salvation from this body. Such as this Prayag in the form of a sage. Immediately see the result of bathing in this, that the crow becomes a cuckoo and the heron a swan. The meaning of saying is that even a dirty person becomes pure in such a place of pilgrimage in the form of a saint society. No one should be surprised to hear this, because the glory of Satsangati is not hidden from anyone. Valmiki, Narad and Ghatayong i.e. Kumbhaj Rishi have told from their respective mouths their own being, i.e. their life character, that what we were and what we have become due to the influence of good company. In this way, there are different types of Jalcha, living in water, Thalcha, living on earth, and Nabhachar, birds living in the sky, etc., living beings in the world. The one who got wisdom, fame, speed, greatness, wealth and goodness whenever and wherever is. Know the effect of Satsamati only, for this there is no other solution in Lok and Vedas. There is no knowledge without Satsang, and it is not accessible without the grace of Sri Ramji. Good company is the root of auspiciousness and happiness, and it is the success of all means. By attaining satsang, even the shut eye foolish people get reformed, just as iron gets reformed in the form of gold after getting the parsmani. It is possible that good men may also go into bad company by chance, but there they also wear their qualities like a snake's gem. Even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, Kavi, Valmiki, Covid, Jupiter, and Vani, Saraswati ji, hesitate to describe the glory of good men. I cannot describe it, just like a vegetable seller cannot describe the qualities of gems. That's why I worship those sages who live in the world with equal mind and for whom there is neither enemy nor friend. Just like the fragrant flowers kept in Anjali give fragrance to both the hands equally, neither less nor more. Please listen to the child and give me the night at the feet of Ram. The mind of those saints is very simple, straight and philanthropic. Knowing them like this, I request them with love that, O good men, please listen to the prayer of my child and give love at the feet of Sriramchandraji. Bahuri Bandi Khal Gun Sati Bhai. Without work, right side, but benefit, loss, profit, for whom you do. Ujre Hash Bishad Basering, then I worship those wicked people in true spirit, who unnecessarily become left and right, i.e. friend and enemy. For whom doing harm to others is their own gain, and they rejoice when someone is destroyed and are especially sad when they see it inhabited. Hari Har Jas Rakes Rahu Se. But Akaj Baat Sahas Bahu Se Je to blame Lakhi Sahasakhi. But the interests of those whose heart is happy, he is like Rahu in grasping the moon of the fame of Hari, Lord Vishnu, Har, Sri Mahadevji, and is like a warrior like Sahasravahu in destroying others. Those who are like thousand-eyed Indra to find faults in others, and whose mind becomes like a fly in spoiling others' beneficial ghee. The brightness of those khalas is as fierce as fire, and the anger is like Yamraj, and who are as rich as Kuber in the wealth of sins and demerits. the rising of which is as troublesome as the rising of a star named Ketu definitely causes trouble. So it is better for them to keep sleeping like Kumbhakaran. In this way, those rascals sacrifice even their own bodies to destroy other people's work, just as even hailstones themselves melt to destroy agriculture. That's why I worship those wicked people, knowing them to be equal to Sheshji. Because Sri Sheshji wears thousands of heads to translate the virtues of Lord Vishnu. But the wicked talk about thousands of faces with only one mouth just to search for others' holes. Hail Lord Siyavar Ramchandra. Glory to our respective mothers and fathers. Shri Umapati Har Har Mahadev Ki Jaya. Next part will come after 5 days.